Good evening. Happy Monday. This is movement, meditation, and a bedtime story. And this week I'm reading a book called Time for Bed by Mem Fox. It's a nice, sweet one. So we'll begin with a little bit of centering, some light movement to get any of those wiggles out, and then into a nice long shavasana with a bedtime story. So coming to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you, whether legs are crossed or spread wide, long. Begin to heavy the tailbone towards the earth. Eyes are closed. Lengthening the spine, coming into the body. Begin to notice the breath, the coolness of the air traveling in through the nose and the warmth as it leaves. With each in-breath growing just a little bit taller, and with each exhale sinking deeper into your seat. On your next inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears, and then exhale, draw them back and down. 2 more times. Deep breath in, shoulders coming forward, and exhale, roll back. On your next in-breath, lift the arms up to the sky. And exhale, arms come down. Inhale, arms lift, perhaps gaze lifts. And exhale, arms come down, chin comes down. Keeping the eyes closed and beginning to move here. Bringing breath and movement into unison. Pressing the tailbone towards the earth. Deep, full breaths. 2 more times. And then bringing the hands to the knees, coming back to center for a moment, just pausing, breathing. And then begin to make some circles with the torso. Inhaling, opening up the chest, exhaling, stirring that pot. You can imagine there's a big spoon in the pelvic bowl and you're just mixing it up. Maybe close the eyes, allow the shoulders, the head and neck to come into the movement. And then switch directions. And then slow the circles down. Finally coming back to center. And taking a moment to pause and notice the spiraling still present. Left palm comes down to the earth. Inhale the right arm up, root down through the right hip, and then exhale over to the side. a breath in and rise, and exhale right over to the other side. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, left arm travels in front. So making a big circle, side to side. Perhaps as you lift, sending the gaze behind, opening up the heart. Move as quickly or as slowly as feels good in your body. Oh. And the next time your left hand finds the earth, allow the right arm to carry you back to center. And pause, close the eyes, feel. Take a breath in and lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the left. We'll hang out here in this twist for a few breaths. Notice if the right hip is beginning to crawl forward. Find a place where the hips are even. Tailbone is heavy towards the earth. Belly button drawing gently in towards the spine, lifting through the back of the neck. Maybe gently rolling that left shoulder back. Breath is full and deep. Jaws relaxed. And your next breath in, take a little gaze towards that right shoulder, keeping the eyes trained low. Maybe once again, gently drawing that left shoulder back, feeling a bit of deeper sensation in the neck. And then unravel, take an inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the other side. Same good work. Drawing the left hip back, hips are even, sits bones pressing into the earth, tailbone heavy. Long line of energy from root to crown. Gently drawing that right shoulder back. On your next breath in, turn to face that left shoulder. Eyes gazing down towards the earth. Full, deep, delicious breath. A sweet nectar of breath. On your next breath in, release the arms, lift them up to the sky, send the gaze up, palms come together at heart center. Rock forward onto hands and knees. Flow through a little bit of cat-cow here. So finding your tabletop position, shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees, pressing shins, tops of feet, all 10 fingers into the earth, using the support. And then curling the toes underneath, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Inhale, cow. Exhale, pressing the earth away, feet come down, chin to chest, curve the spine, cat. And begin to flow. Find the motion of your breath. And drop into it. Taking room to explore. You feel the need to wiggle or press back into child, please do. Follow that intuitive flash. Oh. And then let's all exhale and press back into child. Rock the hips a little side to side. Oh. Forehead turns side to side, massaging that third eye point. And releasing any tension in the forehead. Let the jaw relax. Tongue. On your next inhale, rise up to table and curl the toes underneath. Exhale, press back, down dog. Oh, find a little movement here. Maybe bicycling the legs. Maybe it'd feel good to lift one leg and cross it over. Move like you. How would your body love to move here? Maybe from down dog to plank, back again. Oh, play. And then floating the knees down to the earth. Bring the right foot up by the right hand, coming into low lunge. Pulse in and out, inhaling and then exhaling, straightening. It's a nice place to have blocks if need be. Otherwise, fingertips around the earth. Oh. And then if it feels okay, curling the left toes and extending through left heel, planting left palm, the inside of the right foot, and then twisting towards the right. Right arm extends towards the sky if that feels okay. Hand can also be on that right hip or even resting on the thigh. Gaze can be up or down. What feels good in the neck? Maybe circling that right wrist. And then let the right arm come down. Left knee floats back down. Right knee joins left. And then bring the left foot up next to the left hand. Low lunge on the other side. And we'll pulse in and out. Inhaling forward. And exhale, straightening that front leg. Deep, full breaths. Oh. And the next time you arrive in your low lunge, curling the right toes, extending through right heel, or keeping that knee on the ground. Bringing right palm to the inside of the left foot and beginning to twist towards the left. Perhaps extending that arm towards the sky, maybe hand is on hip or thigh, or maybe even wrapped around. Full, deep, delicious breath. And then coming back. Right knee lowers, left knee joins right. Once again, send the hips back to the heels, child. Maybe wiggling the hips side to side. Maybe just staying in stillness. Couple breaths here. And then pressing into the tops of the feet and the shins, begin to come up. Then swinging the legs out in front, take a little walk to the front of the mat. Rooting the feet down, rooting down through sits bones, reach the fingers forward. Draw the belly button towards the spine, tuck the chin, and slowly begin to lower towards the earth using that belly strength. And if this doesn't work for you, you can bring the hands to either side and slowly come down. Your practice. Eventually, drawing the knees in towards the chest. Take a little rock side to side. Bring the left foot to the earth. Right ankle crosses over left thigh. Flexing the right foot, pressing the right knee away. Perhaps staying here, or if you'd like to take it deeper, drawing that left knee towards you, maybe grabbing onto inner thigh or shin, or perhaps extending the left leg up towards the sky. It's my favorite. Both feet are flexed. Pressing the lower back into the mat. Feeling stable. Continuing to press that right knee away, opening up the hip. If the leg is extended towards the sky, you're drawing the leg towards you with the hands, and at the same time, you're pushing the leg into the hands, using resistance. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. And then release that. Right foot comes to earth, left ankle crosses over right thigh. Find what works for you on this side. Maybe it's quite different, or maybe it's exactly the same. Press the left knee away. Breathe into your hip. Give yourself permission to open, to release. No matter what arises, and especially in these hip opening postures, which can sometimes trigger emotion, can you be with yourself and just breathe? Self-observation without judgment. And then releasing that, drawing the knees in, little rock side to side, maybe some small circles. And then take them in the opposite direction. And then allowing the knees to separate. Opening up the pelvis. Deep breaths. And then feet come to hands, either grabbing big toe or inner or outer edges. And take a little roll around. Maybe you'd like to play with straightening the legs. Maybe it feels good to have them bent. Maybe none of this feels good and you just want to hug the knees. And then releasing that. And using this opportunity to take any final movements that your body might just love in this moment. Oh. Eventually, you'll settle into very, very comfortable, perhaps supported Shavasana. Maybe a blanket. Letting all of that dynamic movement settle down. Maybe deep breath in through the nose. And release through the mouth. Letting go now of any breath practice. Body grows heavy. Feel the weight of the head. Let the eyes relax in the sockets. Forehead smooth, easy. Release any tension in the ears. Jaw releases and relaxes. Tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth. Lips gently part. It's time to rest now. Muscles in the back of the neck relax. Shoulder blades melt towards the earth. All of the muscles in the arms let go. Feel the weight of the arms. Fingertips gently curl towards one another, releasing any holding. Feel the chest open and expand. As the shoulder blades continue to heavy towards earth. Belly is soft, yielding. The whole back relaxes. Feel the whole back release. Feel the weight of the hips, the pelvis. Any gripping in the thighs, release. Calves and shins, release and relax. It's time to rest. Feel the heels heavy. And all the muscles and joints in the feet let go. And feel the whole body from crown to toes. Feel the weight of the whole body. Body is heavy and light. Sinking and floating. Breathing and floating. Heavy and light. Time for Bed by Mem Fox. It's time for bed, little mouse, little mouse. Darkness is falling all over the house. It's time for bed, little goose, little goose. The stars are out and on the loose. It's time for bed, little cat, little cat. So snuggle in tight. That's right, like that. It's time for bed, little calf, little calf. What happened today that made you laugh? It's time for bed, little fowl, little fowl. I'll whisper a secret, but don't tell a soul. Little foal, sorry. It's time for bed, little fish, little fish. So hold your breath and make a wish. It's time for bed, little sheep, little sheep. The whole wide world is going to sleep. It's time to sleep, little bird, little bird. So close your eyes, not another word. It's time to sleep, little bee, little bee. Yes, I love you, and you love me. It's time to sleep, little snake, little snake. Good gracious me, you're still awake. It's time to sleep, little pup, little pup. If you don't sleep soon, the sun will be up. It's time to sleep, little dear, little dear. The very last kiss is almost here. The stars on high are shining bright. Sweet dreams, my darling. Sleep well. Good night. Continuing to feel the whole body heavy on your mat. Notice the breath flowing through you. If the mind should become stuck or begin to wander, draw your focus back to the breath. Perhaps even bringing your attention to your third eye, center of the forehead. Maybe in your mind, repeating the mantra Om. Om. And repeating Om over and over in your mind. Keeping the gaze of the mind on the present. Keeping the energy grounded, rooted here, now. Releasing any to-do lists, any need to do. Let yourself be. And that's enough. Being is enough. Again and again, the mind will wander. Again and again, bring the mind back. Forget 1,000 times, but remember 1,001. Continuously coming back to the present. That is the practice. Again and again. Holy bath of breath here. Letting peace settle into the bones. Let this body be your home, a holy place, a place to worship. Body is relaxed, heavy, and light. It's time to rest now. You've done a good job today. Given. Time to receive. Continuously bringing the focus back to the present. Maybe staying with that Om mantra or a mantra of your choice. Sweet nectar of breath. What stories is the mind telling you? Are they true? Can you let them come and then go without attachment? Pariyagraha, the spiritual tenet of non-attachment, of non-grasping. Let the thoughts be like clouds. Let them come and let them go. Tension on the breath, on the body, heavy and light. Releasing, breathing, sinking, floating. Inhale, exhale. Light, dark, sacred darkness. Resting in the sacred darkness. Darkness is not something to fear or to run from. Darkness is the place of creation. All things are born in darkness. And darkness is the beginning, the beginning of life. Drink it in. Heavy and light. Inhale and exhale. Start to draw in some deeper breaths now. Fill the whole body with new life, new prana. Explore some reawakening movements. Eventually pausing on one side or the other. And just taking a moment in this space to think of something that you're grateful for. Perhaps in this moment now. Eventually find your way back to seated, back to Sukhasana. Heavy the eyes closed. Find an easy seat. Bring the palms together at heart center. We'll share an Om together. Deep breath in. Namaste. And Jai Bhagwan, victory to the light of consciousness. Thank you for practicing with me tonight.